Welcome to how to transform functions graphically with the fx-CG100. In this video, we will demonstrate how to transform functions directly and indirectly, graph multiple transformations, modify functions with variables, and animate graphs. To start, we shall translate this simple cubic function. Press Home and select Graph&Table by scrolling or using the shortcut. Enter the original cubic function as y1 for reference. Then enter the f of x subtract a translation as y2. Right tab to open the view window pop-up and select Draw. Both functions are clearly drawn, indicating the effect of the translation. For simple functions with a single term, such as this cubic, the direct substitution of the transformation is straightforward, with little chance of error. If the function has multiple terms, an alternative direct approach using the variable key may be more efficient, as it avoids the necessity of replacing each x term with a transform term. This method also allows easy editing of the original function to achieve the same transformation. Return to the Function tab with back. Highlight the transformation y2 to overwrite. Then press Variable and select Function. This lists all the currently stored functions. As we are looking to transform x cubed, select the y1 function. This displays the y1 graph notation for the function. Then enter the translation. The y2 function can now be read as y1 of x subtract 1. Note that this syntax is not a multiplication. Sketch the functions with right tab and select Draw again. The same translation has now been drawn. Different transformations of the same function can easily be performed using the same variable key method. Press back to return to function. For y3, press Variable as before, and select Function. Then the cubic y1. For an f of x, add a vertical translation, add 1. In y4, for an f of x stretch, first enter -2, and then repeat to enter the y1 notation. Finally, for y5, enter the y1 notation first, and then x over 3 for an f of ax stretch. Right tab and Draw to display all the transformations of the original function. It is also possible to transform functions indirectly using variables with assigned values. Return to function with back and delete y3, y4 and y5. Overwrite y2 with a new function using the alpha and x theta t keys to enter the variable a. Then right tab and Draw to see the new transformation. The graphs are coincident as the value of the alpha variable has not been set yet and is by default 0. We can now store a value of the variable for use in the transformation or for other operations. From Home, go to Calculate. Then enter the required value directly, in this case 1.5, or perform a calculation. To store the value, use the secondary function of the x theta t key by pressing Shift first. Then assign the value to the chosen alpha variable a, and execute. To sketch the transformation using this stored value, return to Graph&Table and Draw. Sometimes it may be useful to sketch more than one transformation at a time, with different variable values. Return to function with left tab or back. To sketch multiple transformations using y2 as a template, press Variable and function. Then select y2. Enter a variable value as an equation using the secondary function of open parentheses, so shift first. Repeat this method to sketch more transformations with different variable values. Then right tab and draw to show the original function together with the three translations for a equals the stored 1.5 value and the values directly entered in function. A more efficient method for sketching multiple graphs of transformations is to use a list. To easily create a list of values, from Home, go to Statistics and enter the values in a list. For convenience, we are using list 1. Then return to Graph and Table. Delete Y4 as it is no longer needed. And scroll to edit Y3, where we will set A equal to a list. To use the list command, press Catalog and select Statistics, either by scrolling or using the shortcut. From the submenu, select the list command and draw to sketch translations for all 5 values of variable A. If there are multiple functions stored, it can be confusing to sketch all of them at once. To avoid this, instead of deletion, functions can be deselected to prevent drawing. Return to Function with left tab and highlight Y3. Press Tools to open the pop-up menu. The first option is Select, which is currently turned on. Press OK to turn it off. Pressing Back returns to Function where the green style box is no longer filled, indicating that the stored Y3 function will no longer be drawn. Right tab and draw to sketch only the selected Y1 and Y2 functions. A much underused functionality is the ability to modify functions once drawn. To easily change the value of the stored alpha variable A, press Tools and select Modify. This displays the graph with the current value of the variable 1.5 from when it was stored earlier. As the variable value is highlighted, scrolling will change it by the displayed step value, and a new graph will be drawn, with a green ghost image of the previous graph. Scrolling down will enable the step value to be changed. If a value can't be achieved by scrolling, directly enter a value to open a pop-up. Confirming will again change the variable and redraw. To end Modify analysis, press Back. Graphical analysis or trace of the modified function is now possible. For more efficient use of the Modify functionality, there are built-in functions that can be quickly entered. Return to Function and delete all the stored functions. This can be done by pressing Tools and selecting Delete All, or by pressing All Clear, and then confirming. Press Tools and select Built-in Function. Various functions are displayed, such as linear, quadratic, and trigonometric. From the options available, select the completed square format of a quadratic and draw. This sketches the graph with any previous stored variable values. Press Tools as before and select Modify. This confirms the stored variable value of A as -3. Each variable can then be changed one at a time by scrolling or directly entering a value. For functions containing alpha variables, it is also possible to show a sequence of transformations by animating the function. From Home, select Dynograph. By default, the same functions stored in Graph&Table are shown. However, we need to select a function to animate, so press Tools and select. Then return to Function with Back to show that the Y1 function is selected. Pressing Right tab now navigates to Setup. In Setup, the alpha variable for animation can now be specified, together with setting the constant values of any other alpha variables. Select Variable to show a pop-up of the 3 variables in the Y1 function. To demonstrate a translation, we will select variable b. Then press Tools to specify the values of b that will be animated. Select Range and enter the desired parameters, starting at -2 and ending at 2. Return to Setup with Back, and either select Execute or Right tab to open the View window pop-up. Select Draw, and after a brief pause where the handset is calculating, the animated graph is displayed, starting with the lower value of variable b. The animation will continue to loop through the range of values selected. To end the animation, press All Clear. We hope that you have found this video useful. If so, please do check out our other resources on the Casio Education UK website and YouTube.